All right, let's jump right into it. So, hello everyone. My name is Mikey Susan. I'm a student at Tulane University. I'm a comp sci and environmental science student who's focusing on different aspects of the world, especially climate change, and how I can integrate, you know, um, technology and climate together. So, this is my product that we came up with throughout the time at the Tech Tab. So, this is the product. It's called HurricaNOLA. Um, and so basically, we all know that New Orleans is often at the center of the Atlantic hurricane season. And so we propose a solution to answer the question of like, how will this hurricane directly affect me and my community personally on a personal level? So with dozens of news outlets on the local and local to national level, it's often confusing with all the changing and new information that pops up every few days. And so the New Orleans community really lacks a single comprehensive New Orleans specific platform. So here's a little case study about Hurricane Ian. So recently, as everyone knows, Hurricane Ian kind of came through. And so with different maps coming from the NHC, or the National Hurricane Foundation or Center, and also a bunch of different other private sources, like this other one on the right is called Storm Pulse. It really allows us to get by integrating all of these different maps, that's our goal. We're better able to create a user-friendly experience for people of New Orleans to really go to one place and get all the data they need about an incoming storm. Or even if you want to check to see, oh, will there be a storm possibly in a few weeks? And so that's the basis of the product. Um, if there's a storm brewing in the Caribbean or off the coast of Africa, HurricaNOLA users will be the first to know. So on a personal and community level, which is New Orleans, because New Orleans is a unique city. It's really built around its communities. And so we want to individually serve each and every community as much as possible, and independently assess their risks. So by getting the data out to the public and out to these communities, we'll be better able to make informed decisions before it's too late. You know, if I'm able to if we're able to get the data from the National Hurricane Center or a different service that says, oh, New Orleans East is probably going to get 1 to 3 feet of storm surge or more, that's going to directly affect this street here and this street here. So you're probably going to want to evacuate. And that's one thing that often gets bungled in bureaucracy because calling for a mandatory evacuation by street or something is often really hard for local community or local government to do. So by giving these communities the information to make their own decisions, it can one save a lot of lives and two really make sure that people who could get forgotten or who wouldn't be able to make it out if there was a really close evacuation, like older folks and elderly, it really gives us the ability to give them the information that they need to make a really informed decision. And so with our product, we have a few bases. So the primary part of the product will be a designated base map, which has a bunch of different maps that would be data driven from the NHC, which is the National Hurricane Center, and also Storm Pulse or windy.com is another one. So by grabbing all this data from a single source or from multiple sources and then specifying out how will this directly affect specifically New Orleans, it'll really allow us to give better and more robust predictions and also better and robust announcements to everyone. And then the second part is also a notification and communicate or community social interface, so to speak. So basically what we're proposing is like in the event of a hurricane, the aftermath is often the hardest part. So by creating a community interface, we're able to say, hey, in my street right here, there is a down power line that's still active. By sending that to us, we'll be able to submit a FEMA form directly to them to FEMA or the government to tell them, hey, you need to turn off this power right now because it's often these type of things are often overlooked and also super dangerous to people. And so our project roadmap moving forward is we're gonna, or at least I'm going to continue to create a team and find local partnerships, work on creating that base map and application, and then also finally the next part would be that community social interface. That's all that I have today. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thanks, Neeson. And yeah, if you'd like to contact me, that's my email. I'm a student at Tulane University. I'm just on one. Cheers, guys.